Hello, good afternoon. My name is Matthew Finglin, and today we're going to be talking about history, why it's so important, and why there needs to be a line drawn between history and social studies in schools. But to start off, history is all around us. When you look at the houses you drive by, the roads carved into mountains, the battlefields, history is all around us. We're a part of history right now. When it comes to COVID-19 and the way we talk about it compared to the Spanish flu in the 1920s, without us knowing our history, we wouldn't know that. We wouldn't know steps to take. History is so important, and that's why I firmly believe that it needs to be held in the same regard as math, science, and every other subject in school. Now, social studies is not history. History is the study of where we've been, what happened, and where. But it's much more than that. Now, social studies should not be a glorified civics class. When it comes to the political deciding of right and wrong, that is something for a civics class or a political science class, not for history, not for social studies. History teaches us where we have been, but it also teaches us where not to go again. History, defined by H.E. Carr, is an unending dialogue between the past and the present, and the chief function of historians to master and understand the key to understanding the present. Without record history, will we know about World War I? Will we know exactly what happened in the Civil War, the Black Plague? Or who was the King of England in the 1600s? Now, I understand not all history is important. My life hasn't been hindered by the fact that Charles I was the King of England in the 1600s. But history is just not another subject. Nobody thinks history is an important subject anymore. If you ask students today, what do they think is the least needed subject in school? They're going to say PE. They're going to say history. It's that simple. And actually, there was a study done by the University of North Carolina. 88% of elementary school teachers considered teaching history a low priority. 88%. Now, I know that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, but I don't use that information every day. But history is used every day. And here's why. If you drive a car or ride a bus, somebody had to learn how to build that. But they had to build on something, the past. They learned from the wheel and then the horse carriage. And that ultimately led to my Hyundai that I drive every day. That's why history is so important. In conclusion, I talked about history and social studies in school. I talked about what is history and the study of it. And then I also talked about how history affects us today. But it's like George Santayana once said, "For those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it, and to teach it is the highest endeavor." Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.